Assalamualaikum and a very good day to all beloved judges. My name is Nur Amanina Biti Pargo, a 17 years old student and presenting of SMK PAMOL. Today, I will be sharing 5 novels, 4 in general and 1 specifically. The novel that I would be sharing specifically is The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, which was written by Robert Louis Stevenson. This novel is about a popular scientist in London, Dr. Jekyll. Jekyll owns a large estate and has recently written down his will, leaving his immense fortune to a man whom Dr. Jekyll's lawyer Utterson truly disapproved of. The man actually is Mr. Hyde. For Utterson, Mr. Hyde was not a good man because he had heard many bad things about Mr. Hyde. One day, Jekyll locked himself in his laboratory and his behavior suddenly changed. Utterson immediately come there and break down the doors after got a call from Jekyll's assistant, Hull. On the floor lies Mr. Hyde, who has killed himself with poison. Utterson assumed that Mr. Hyde was returned and killed Dr. Jekyll, but the doctor's body is nowhere to be found. However, he does find a letter in which Jekyll explains his relationship to Mr. Hyde. The truth is, Jekyll creates a poison that can separate his two beings, which are good behavior and bad behavior. So, Mr. Hyde was created. For Jekyll, he enjoys that because he can do whatever he likes without throwing his reputation. Unfortunately, he needs to kill Mr. Hyde because Mr. Hyde now was very strong and can't be controlled. There was only one way to kill Mr. Hyde, which is killing himself. As we can see here, Dr. Jekyll was the main character, but the character that I like in this novel is Utterson. He is very trustworthy and loyal. Dr. Jekyll, who are his best friends, trusts him a lot. This explains why Dr. Jekyll left his statement to Utterson before his death. The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde brings attention to the value of loyalty. Hull, Dr. Jekyll's assistant, was a good example of loyal employee. He was very worried about Dr. Jekyll's strange behavior. When he suspected that Dr. Jekyll was in danger, he went to ask Utterson for help. Utterson rushed to Dr. Jekyll's house and broke down his laboratory. He learned the truth about Mr. Hyde. Out of loyalty to his friend, he decided to keep it as a secret. The second novel that I'm also interested in is Robinson Crusoe, which was written by Daniel Defoe. Robinson is a young and impulsive wanderer who has defied his parents and went to the sea. At first, he had to face many challenges as a seafaring man. He had to finish his 15 years at the island after he and his friend were shipwrecked. At there, he also met a little boy and named him Friday. He taught Friday many things about how to survive at the island until the day they were helped by a kind captain. Next was Romeo and Juliet. This is a famous book by a famous writer, William Shakespeare. As we know, it is a very romantic story of Romeo and Juliet who cannot be together because of their family who bear grudges to each other. In the end, they both die, which leads to the harmonious life between the family. The fourth one is Shadow House, written by Park Walsh. This novel is the first season out of 5 of them, which the latest season written in 2018. Shadow House is about 5 teenagers who all gathered in the Larkspur house. The house was haunted and could be very dangerous to all of the teenagers. This book ends with the kids still in the house, although they have a solid plan to escape. Their adventure will be concluded in the next book. Last but not least is The Case of the Mystery Meatloaf by David Newman. 3 students of CSI Club began their first case when a bunch of students and the principal get food poisoning from the cafeteria. Everyone blames the new science teacher just because she pushed the cafe lady to add a healthy meatless meatloaf recipe to the menu. But the students of CSI Club isn't pointing finger to the teachers until they find the evidence. In the end, it was actually because the cafe was very dirty. So here we can learn that analyze all aspects and peel the truth from the information before blame others. As we know, the most notable moral lesson in all of this book is to have courage. We have to be brave and have determination if we are doing the right thing, in a similar way to our frontliners who are battling the global pandemic. Thus, these 5 books really changed my perspective toward life and shaped my own individual. I do believe that books are the true essence to finding the principle of our own lifestyle. Thank you for all of the attention. Goodbye.